By Matt Bishop, a culmination of a season's hard work tonight.
Yeah, absolutely delighted for obviously the players and everyone involved at the football club and the staff. And yeah, it's been a long season, 58 games we were counting so far. This is one of our goals, and we're delighted we got the first one out of the way. But obviously we've got other things that we've got to play for. And Peter's spoken to the players tonight, said about keeping their feet on the ground and making sure that we do and finish the season off properly. So that's what we're intending to do. We'll enjoy tonight, but we'll move on, and then hopefully we'll have a good party at the end of the season.
I remember listening to you at a fans forum just after you'd arrived. You said, look, there's a journey here, and you've started it.
Yeah, and as we said, it was going to be one of those seasons where we were going to have to change and play differently, and there was no easy games in it, and playing away from home, some of the pitches have been challenging for the players, but no, absolutely delighted for what we've done and so far, and and credit to the players. I mean, it's all the sacrifice and hard work they've made, and everyone's made really behind the scenes over the course of the season, the long nights and training sessions and late nights getting home, and it's been a tough but an enjoyable season.
How well did the players take to your motivation to get over that finishing line?
Well, I think it's one of them. They're all winners. We've got people in there that have won things before, and people have won promotions. But until you get that first one out, underneath your belt, you never quite know how to get there. And I'm not sure tonight if we were a little bit nervous to start off with, or we didn't quite start as well as we have done the last couple of games. But I think once we got the first goal, it settled us, and we went on from there. And we've got winners in the team. The hardest thing every week is trying to pick the team, because you can pick, even with us a second 11, it's as good as most teams in this division. So yeah, we're delighted. Everyone's played a part. There's players who've played 10, 12, 15 games. They've had a huge part to play. There are players that have played 40 odd games for us this season. So you can't single anyone out. I think it's been a team ethic that's always been sort of our approach from day one, and taking every game as it comes, and rather not getting carried away. And I think that's been the focus this season, about just what's the next game, make sure we're ready for the next game, and get that one out of the way, and then move on to the next one.
When you joined Hereford, did you think it would turn out so well?
Well, that's a great question. I always knew there was potential, which I think I said in the forum, that I was excited about the project and what potentially was there. I think the hardest thing this season is dealing with the expectation. I think the players, again, I'll keep going back to the players. To play in front of 3,500, 4,000 fans, most weeks really. We've dipped below that, but I'm passionate fans, and and to perform, because every game's been a cup final. Everybody wants to beat us. Everyone comes to Baker Street and wants to win, and puts that extra 10-15% in there, and yeah, it's been magnificent performance from the players, and they've got to take credit. And I'll give credit to Peter, from how he's managed those players, and he's kept them going, and he's set the standards and the discipline around that. I think he needs to take great credit for what he's done. And obviously the staff have supported that around there. So there's a lot of pats on the back tonight, but as I said to you, we've got a game on Thursday that we want to win, and we want to win on Saturday, and we want to finish the season off, and then we want to win on Monday.
So it's the quadruple then?
Yeah, well, listen, that's what we're in it for. We want to be successful. So we just got to keep it going, and we've got to keep the players' feet on the ground and keep them going, and then when we get to that last game, and hopefully it's a successful game for us, then everyone can enjoy it, and we can relax and focus on next season.
Talking quickly about next season, how many of these players are capable of playing in the next league?
Well, I think we've got a team that's good enough to play the division above as well. So, I suppose that answers your question really. I mean, we have said it all the way through that, the team evolves. You've seen some young players come to the club, and I think they've developed and they've progressed, and they're now champions. So you can't take that away from them, and that adds to their experience. You learn how to win a league, and they take that on. So we're delighted with the squad. I think with what the resources we've had, and it hasn't been massive. Everyone thinks we've got a massive amount of money, but that's not been the case at all. And you know, they've bought in, and there's a great team ethic, and it is about the team. And it's you know, we're pleased as punch, but we're trying to keep our feet on the ground because, as you said, we don't want it to dwindle out now.
Thanks for your time.
Brilliant.